If you live overseas and you're interested to buy real estate down under in Australia, there's really 4 ways you can do it. However, one of those ways is out at the moment, and that's taking a trip down, flying down, looking around the cities, talking to real estate agents and viewing actual property. So that way is out. So there are 3 key ways. The first way is to attend a developer's exhibition or show. At the moment they're restricted, but that's the normal way many people go about buying. The second way is to look at real estate websites in Australia, such as realestate.com.au, and spend hours looking at that. All of these ways, by the way, have advantages and disadvantages. And the third way is probably the best way, is to employ your own buyer's agent in Australia. So if we look at the first way of going to a developer's trade show, you've just got one property usually to choose. The developer is very biased towards his own property, as he should be. The agents may not be that knowledgeable, and you take a chance when you buy. There's very little research, for example, provided. Number 2, looking at realestate.com.au. That way is fraught with difficulty. You can spend hours and hours and hours and get yourself more and more confused, and then you have to send an email or a telephone call to the agent in Australia and rely on them to get back to you. Also, those agents are employed obviously to sell properties for their sellers, for their vendors, and they only get a fee from their seller when they sell you a property, and under law they're not obliged to give you any adverse information relating to the property, which is why I say but having your own buyer's agent is in theory the absolute best way to buy a property. However, that way also comes with some difficulties, and there are some fantastic buyer's agents, no question. However, the truth of the matter, when you have a buyer's agent in Australia, they charge you a good whack of fees, usually 2 to 3% of the purchase price, which could be okay if they can negotiate you that discount. But more importantly, they usually run around video properties, have a look at properties, send you the videos, and they may get it down to 2 or 3 properties. They then want you to buy one of those properties, because they don't get paid unless you buy the property. So it's a success fee they charge. And as I said, it's a good whack of money, 2 to 3%. So it's a huge whack of money if you're buying $1 million property, for example. But they don't get paid unless you buy the property. So therefore, they are going to push you to buy the property. There is absolutely no doubt about that. So, can they talk to you about tax, finance if you're an overseas buyer? Can they talk to you about finding a mortgage? Can they provide the research for you, such as stock on market, vacancy rates, supply and demand, taxes, land tax, property tax, vacancy tax, foreigners tax? Are they qualified to do all those things? So many of them are not, because under law and legislation in Australia, they can only advise you on the property side. So if you're thinking of buying a property, or you found a property, my service, you pay for my professional service, my 30 years plus experience. I've negotiated and sold billions of dollars worth of property, Australian real estate, for my clients and for myself. And if you go to a property exhibition, for example, I just want to go back to the first way many people buy. You're going to go to a showroom or a show, an office or a hotel, and you're going to probably be chatted to by a 25 or 30-year-old real estate agent, many of whom have never bought a property in Australia themselves, let alone dozens of properties. They've never lived in Australia. They're only relying on the developer's information about that particular property. They don't know anything about the tax, anything about the financing, anything about cash flows and outgoings. You can experience this yourself. My service, if you found a property or you're looking for a property and you need help, I can help you negotiate with the seller. I've done billions of dollars worth of negotiations. I can provide all the research for you, and all of this is for 90 days for one very small fee, professional fee. I don't get paid if you buy. I don't get paid if you don't buy. Sorry, I do get paid if you don't buy or buy. You're paying for my professional expertise, so you don't make a mistake, an expensive mistake. So that's my service. I can help in many cases. Have a look at the website, www.citylifeprojects.net, buyer's service, and I'm Michael Bentley from City Life International Realty. Give me a call, send me an email, send me a WhatsApp. I'd be delighted to try and help you.